Ebusiafo mema Miss Maya welcome yeda obi biara ase ese ene day nyankopon aboye nyina ye ho ban ya baba behia se ebusia baako eye mempai bo se ene anwumre ono asafo Awurade onsane ewo ye mfinfin oma na adom no ne nhira no enye kese ewo ye nso ne ye beye wo haw amane esan bi de ono asafo Awurade onyi emfiri ho ye hawa hodo ye mania hodo a ye komu bu ne de ye de eson ya ye de aba asetena mu nsem eye mempai bo se ono asafo Awurade a ono onim obi biara ankro ye komemu ye desrede Awurade won hu ye mobo onpepa ye niwe ni suo onye ya koma so ade mayen na ye mra asetena mu nsem emeyi na ye meda na se ese emre bi etwem no na ye wo haw bi ampa Awurade etie yesufre na waye amayen ene Awurade emma ye osuru nyansa ni mudie discussion aye ba be ye advice ahodo aye de ba be ma emnye ade ebeso wono asafo Awurade eni ni ebese obi fie ebese ye fie ye community de eye mempai bo se wono asafo Awurade onyi ni nyina enfri ho titru eye nuanoma omo eyare eya na mempai bo se asafo Awurade onunkuto enetimi nsa enyare wonyina no Awurade onsa wo yare ene anwumre Awurade onto nanim encheye nyina wo doba Yesu Kristo de monti amen Ebusiafo yeda mu nyina amase enemo mfa me na chese I was running a little bit late because na eneye nuanom omodi omo story eba no na e was me ne baako or send me message senana 1 or 2 be never so adding it on into no I took a little bit of time to talk to her mon fanche me e basa na nkomone nso ye de sa na chese enka na nka me nya krampa me nko ana bi tie me mfa bi ma asetena mu nsemba there be e was me ne mabusua me de mu nyina no ye be share your story no me ma obi biara akwaba good morning good afternoon good evening it is so good to have you right here ewo asetena mu nsem chese edru time say ya energy bia me ye me nuoma tentem because me pese me ba asetena mu nsem na me nso no me besre me besua de na me be jimani because energy bi wo ho a ooh chese ulala energy aha ebusuafo ye chiachia mo mama me
na me bisa question bi ewo ase ho awoka ebinumo penetiatia ebinumo penatenten ebinumo peno honi ho ya ho ni nyina nti me bisa se won so emu ne ho hi ena
pedi emu odro refi pedi emu odro ebi mo peno de eye light kakra ebi mo so peno
ma ka ni nyina betwemu na me question me bisa ne se won so emu ne ho hi na wo pe
ami na eno no eye dia ya ede ade ya eye dia ya because
adekode no a ebinumo penetiatia no
on say ede be kra na ya na ebi mo ebi ho a popsicle stick on say mo ye project bi ho a e was say sticks no ububububu na etimi afete entimi mi mo mu die it depends on project no any instructions
any instructions na wo on the normal date no wo na nka wonya wo pe
ami die eja me shede
hone ho metumi afana na picture ako create account edit ni pictures ako gu ho eno nso enkrofo etumi ye enti no mehwrem se wo reach out uni obia mama yem piki 1 or 2 things ebia assemble na sen komobi na eya yedi mefre no password onipa no ma wo ebia assemble na ya kan wo have pen like something na betumi am say okay ampa na ekwia enti no me pamocha se mobile ha se ye kasa eya munti na se wo send message wo betumi abisa question to make sure say nipa no a wo send the message no the right person na wo send the message e de command no
emi say ye de aseda kese ebe ma nyankopon na ya sada Dr. Tina chese feedback a menya no yesronko ekra nyankopon inshallah anytime bia Dr. Tina ebechira ade wa ha say bia no che say hu say wa ben ewo adesuanim na obi be say she knows what she's talking about in her presentation the we are osi breaking it down e de bayaye die mu echeche yase no Dr. Tina nyankopon inshallah nemom ebusuafo se na na eya amane nti Dr. Tina yankopon koso inshallah oma wo nyansa ene nimude ebusuafo emi se Dr. Tina ema yehu sesesia no when it comes to telemedicine and also telehealth and only ya dia sesia de ebi wo ho a ehu ehia se obekwa akohu provider physically utimi efre wo ofra na doctors efo no wo mo assess o presente ebia enoma ekoso ewo nipadua ni man doctors efo no omutimi hwew ewo chese face to face wo hwew na wo hwew ai wo mo aye technology be bra omutimi ede eti enoma nti Dr. Tina sinyankopon adom na ya welcome wo boni ho modern ese obi different places say ye mubi ye hia helper ye betimi use ne services na o ma ye hu say ebi wo ho a price ne de eye dutwam ne prices no eye dutwam na Dr. Tina also for now she's working on it ese enka state bia nka obenya license wo ho ya ye wa America hanko a ena ne license ema no kwan ese obetimi ahweyen ya ye wo Ghana ebia ya ye wo enkrofoforo so anka we will wish senka Dr. Tina ebetimi abehweyen no unfortunately ontimi emwayen ena se wunye ni patient nso a ontimi prescribe edro ema se wunye ni patient a ebia wo hwewa ontimi advice o se koye we ana se koye we intimesemo yenye eho ne nso yenya ahweye because obi betun aka so me maame ewo hypertension me maame ewo heart disease me maame here draw bi we de why Ghana ni me so betun ama me prescription no she's not going to do that because she works so hard ese obenya ne license no intino uye ne patient edienu ohu a uhia mo a obeboa baby uhia guidelines 1 or 2 bia o contacting na the obetimi aboa no she is willing to help but the ontimi moa wo no ebia bibia wohia se wo obechie ni mu Dr. Tina eya na makoma no ebomi gregre aha onu no betimi bringing it down a chill so wo kwa ebia this is the medical term ye ube use okwa ube cheche wo doctor mu obe describe a che doctor no nu hu the main cause a dear pa yewo na osi places a say sia no se wuti state bi so na wu hia ne services a me de information no ebeba mi refi ye metro but me de beba na me sheda ye we e de ato me page ho ne so no osi ote Florida obetimi ahwe wo ye Ghana ni na wo Florida na bia ana wo maami bi wo ho wo papa bi wo ho na o Ghana ni se bi one ne bekasa face to face a ewo bia phone so amana hwe na wo ba bia wo meye brofo wo betimi ne wa Ghana ni akatria Dr. Tina o se Florida for munso me Arizona for o se momre New Mexico for osemomre Colorado F1 so no Dr. Tina semomre any Texas F1 so Dr. Tina osemomra obi ebeka se sa state we dey ya na brotherhood pe Virginia no kan ya ajeje ho because sade no eyesronko Virginia for so no mo ahase ya Dr. Tina ese Mumra na munyina no moye welcome obehwe wo kama ebusuafo moma ye mo aboa ye ho se ye hu se bia ye nua bi eye bibia moma ye mfa ye support nyina wo ho a na wakọ ho no wakọ use ne services no na ye boa ye ho adana mi ni obi di nkomo Ghana ni bia woye wono so running business di nkomo ya ye kromu ni Ghana ni a wono wa establish business ni bia se wo pese wo bie business na obetimi a help wa mo aye bi no enipa ne friend na oso on de or prefer so de kwa obeko broni ho e de akoma broni ama broni e bi ama no enipa yenua Ghana ni no amount a wo je no is way cheaper than the broni a opeso okọ no but at the end of the day ye krom Ghana fro binom sebi your mentality bi a ye be she would rather go and pay more money than to give like half of the money to onu ani krom Ghana ni a obetimi a lay no 1 or 2 ama who said this is how it goes. Uwa problema ubetimi afa phone na friend so minua send ye see no abrofo no ndi obebie business na mo obiema wuya afterwards bia wo hia bia no you have to pay for it but your krom Ghana need ye oboawo na wone wo kọ 1 by 1 wo chechel ebusuafo moma ye moa ye ho wo saa kwan no so nti Dr. Tina I'll say ebusuafo momra na mo amoshe Dr. Tina the way she present herself the way oba hasi obecheche yade a na chese wo hu se wo kọ ne ho for say yi wa pomudin a Dr. Tina obe chese obeye bibia ne kwan so nti ebusuafo moma yenko support no na me sa kan che mo say Lady D enso say owo Massachusetts Connecticut na bia we interested say opese wo bie home care agency a bo modern contact no o contact na onu ubedi ho nkomo the services is not free obe help obe walk you through steps bia and once I will be establish a business no on jawo ese be on your own obe help until say enoma ebe sisi ano kama ebusuafo moma yemwa ye ho again osa wo home care agency ewo ho a se wo hia ejuma contact no ai obema wo ejuma yeah Mrs. Ochra and also our platform has say Mrs. Ochra so she own a business or only assisted living as well and also a woman on the last time I check in with her saying Nana says yeah padi I'm done with Ghanaians me Ghana for enye ejuma bim enti no ye mu bebre e wo ha say ya ye wo business ne ade e wo ha say enti abusuafo moma ye mo aboa ye ho epa I tata can see who can help me with the tata business so business ne de e good adado yeah ye Chief Aban I almost forgot about you Chief Aban and so no ewo transportation services or say ATL just say in the building your ATL there Atlanta I love it how they say it Atlanta in the building Oko ATL kwa bomodian contact Chief Aban open the number o de me say frame wo mama bubo mu di nyina no uhia wo mo number frame bomodian na frame me guide o Chief Aban or say uhia transportation say a year for special event be say be a will travel out of state from Atlanta akọ baby ni nyina no o mo ye ne kama no say prices ne de nana where winning o take care mu na chese wa relax na chese wuju tu kama pa no wa bomodia na wa use the services no MC Kirk ochia me ba kope MC Kirk kro wo state ben is it Kentucky MC Kirk wo he a queen wo business ne de he yeah MC Kirk oba ha say no oh my goodness ye can say MC mu MC atopa MC a encoding MC a chese bibia ededa na akwan so a chese oba wo MC na wo ba be engage obi a wo ba ye na nani age ewo event na se ebusuafo enti ye momoden ye nuano ma wo mo wo bia businesses ewo ha say no se opportunity ne eba yesrem moma ye mo aboa ye ho pa nyankopon enkoso enhirayen na da ne de nyina no ye businesses ahodo a ye bie erade ma bibia enye successful sometimes yeah Ghana for no yeah de na say me hu say a lot of our nurses our doctors omu bie omu own practices chese mi hu a ya na mani age eni ye nuanma omu healthcare field and so business ahodo a wo mu bie yen so a ye wo African market ahodo so business a ye bie no yen koso emie ebusuafo na ye bie so a moma yen support one another moma yen toto ye ho no ma se Esther ena ebia Esther business ya wodi abada Miss Maya enso oso oton waist beads ahwene pa enkasa eya pe waist beads bia se bia media amanfo na aka mama temi minim yesi to da bi oho ebi mo bodogi na dogi no any waist beads no yesi nya asam ketua wo ho Miss Maya osi wo UK adapter champion welcome osi bomodin Esther betimi testify because me eya testem na matie minim how we go so Esther.
Nana is not being fair with me at all because wabubu obia de me no me no business because so one kan ho asem na Nana say
when no business nene de be
Nana unim
oh mo business nene de here we bie o
ma ka wa she that to any iron ntimi
yes school kura on your announcement
I'm from school no asem na Esther ken oh Esther kura title no so a chief justice and so ye de here Esther wo position dey sen
me no chief justice de me wa setena mu nsem aha no na ba temu asem bia medi but if you kurum ha me san so ye chief of staff me na me administrative work nyina
okay hey any opposition ni mo do Esther woni wa woni ho me pa cho tata school ne de echre school ne me say registration no obi ankofele application ti o msi school no mo nyanye school no ye gu no because obi anko apply me say Esther wono na apply
Nana say forms no krasa
hey sir me ka so obi ama
they say you be close you kra admission po
asa both Kati
ayina say you enrolling other courses and call for apply dogiology ni
Dagi also ho
Dagi say you enrolling new courses cra say no na enable who advert after programming
and after program nam cast will be interested say any woman aka nyina na omo ba ye mfa wo mu oh hey Miss Maya also opamacho mun save spad e ma no Miss Maya na etro ba bia wo pe no next time hwe se bia e ho no afele bia yo tata king any fa ways bees ne bra na ye nhye ye program no asintente
okay yo ways beats no enie so we oba sebe mesre me kam mfa ncheme samanka ni ya anya tim didie nanso esemeka ni enti ehia ene se won say se wo ro ho a there isn't much difference between one akoko asebe egina fridge mu enti no with the waste bits no yeah be ma no nya bibia asebe odidi agro enti no after asebe mo abo we na wie no no de na mo se mba no ya mo na mo pe kodo yesi yan kodo mo ne nema enti no waste bits no ya na sometimes it mean that any rosary ewo ye trimu enti no woda ho nyina no ne ye kai Ave Maria Hail Mary full of grace na ye de di agro enti no pepa macho so we oba wa na se woni waste beat ni bia na se wo UK a me sure wa bombori na di am ye nua Miss Maya na ontimi enye bi emma wo se wo penia eso ebi wo ho etimi so kane kala bia wo pe bia no obetumi aye ede ama wo enti no so eboa etumi no so tumi boa se ba no dogi eboa no dogi time nso a sebe at least ubenya bribia utumi de wonsa edisom na wudi di agro na akwete se maracas kacha chaka na nea eye de wo munye na se wo bo dogi na ahwenie ehye oba no sisi na se insuo etoa na akwete se your ancestors ena ebo can say ena obo mun se mu ma na maracas na wonso obo no cheke na insuo na ebo acheze and also a kamapa a guy intino.
The power of the waste bees. Wow.
Oh yes, very powerful. It me throw a din na at the torso. Intino minuanum embano yeah mum patronize say wo UK wo US o bibia wo piano. Bombore na DM yenua mane ya sorry Maya na se otoma o na ebia ukunu wo boy na ni nje ho a ye be refund wo sika e de ama an is a guarantee say ye be ye de ama ye to me customize na e kan say na wa chro brother no edin e de atoso eno no say no e ye guarantee be ma ni hu kro na wa hu say say friend no bra Fred kan say na Fred ne dazo enti no Fred hu na nani age Fred nim say we faithful what you say eno no eye mo amoye twa sande me nso no mo betumi aye na ma customize ne be brand wo customers no Papa Winter na wa chro and the time drew say when Papa Winter ko ye djuma na wa she Papa Winter there now
Ebusiafo, but that's attacking. Young fancy one. Oh, Nenka, Miss Maya. Maybe I thought attack I said, bra, friend. Now, me person this I say. With me personalizing my STBS, a person or trust say, bra, friend, this is all yours. With me, they all yours, you know. Ben fin homano. Send a bear, bra, friend, and me boss, so I will say, package near Nedia. Yeah, mammy, who na Esther said,
you to me customize it and send your penny bia no I Dr. NG to me ni na
me de na nye bra Fred me de na na jamfi wai enti misrew Mr. Fred be sign check no say no sha no enye physical cash o sign check de mu oduru
wow.
Miss Maya ya fedine bra why
Na mo ya mo ni bees no one day ya mo metre die bia se
ya fedine bra na
ye ko ejuma ye beto na me ma ne nso ama ye hudie wo mo na boa wo mo sa akese kakra se nketwa kakra ana it depends on the position kakra ahweniye kakra atopa kakra atopa na chese bi
na na pia
Esther
graduate
Esther na say no chese me baba be stay away from Esther me say Esther peso ya classy me say me ma name register me so akotwero me din wo that was just by the way ti yentu I ya this one so and the yenchia ye be share ya did because you were two stories na ma promise your sister see say and no just a brotherhood and the money steady e wa ha say because brotherhood afi the brotherhood do ye kra me na me nan fofo ni wo mu me nan fofo ni mo so e ya na e ha adwene me hu say ye maame yes sister no onye ye maame ono se na meba around by 11 or 11:30 you know yes sister ebaako de ono so ne story aba na me ka che ne se ono ne de che se e quick fix me ne na kasa back door ba just for or say validation you know ye de aba ye ba be kana yes sister ye ene de che se nya asem ketua o se na wo hu American for no na say ye nuanom the young ones nso se wo mu betie ye wo ni omo kasa say wo manage program yi ho pa believe it or not enti na busuafo we de me ka che no SMS ka me kasa ketua bi me sesa kasa ni mu wie dia ye tufo anya afa ni e ba ba ya resh bia wa ha na ya go straight to your point no we de or ye young one DJ man me pa cho Stenka bit me you too self amamia enkebe me de pa na amusiafo yes okay any just say yen share your program no announcement okay tata mpacho make announcement na me fa your first story no because by 11:30 na yes sister penyin so ababelande intino
ayo no me chia ubia so me welcome ubia to this program there's always one thing a year maker and say so what was here ha ida say we soro ha aha yindidi atem aha ye asumdwe efie enti no say wo hwe na say obi man submission na woni ne ya adwen a mepa che wotumi efro eba so na won so wa be ma submission ye so ye pese ye nya feedback akra afi ebinom ho about say ya ye interject ne nema no enti ne die mo me hre se wo fro wo ba ha wo question ya me pa chow ya chro to ase ho say I have a question and I say just question say host no ma wo kwan kra wo de koso natural question until say obehu ana say mehu eno no say no na ya ma wo kwan na waba bebisa wo question na so say obi kasa na ye interject na ye kasa efemu a Sebe, it doesn't really make the program very interesting. What they call to YouTuber, ube say na kwese kasa na ye bebre ewo mu. Eno no enhye da emboa. Nti no mehra mu a eye a moma yenhye no nso. Se wo ye fie nipa na se sebe ebia ye siwa. Pepa wo chew mema obu emfu. Ye nuanom ebinom efri Ghana eno mo ba ye nyina ye nim sane Ghana omo data esitie. Nti no so bi wo Ghana na se oba say you to me a man a quine, a man be any quick submissions and a beya no more data and yet then answer. It be no mon so omo a jumemu na omo break time. Yin na yen abruchi abrabo time na yedi yejuma. Intino so be wo a jumamu na say ebia ube drew her a patcho to me trow as say or see me we jumamu. And no say no ye be to me at their top panelists for the names and a beya. Ye be to me ama o quine once why you quick submissions and a beya one so ubetra wadrin. Because people no more outreach out say omo bad, they don't get the opportunity to speak na omo juma time as soon as they omo so mbeko. It's moving forward no mishremwa eno no madofo no oma yenhye no so say obi e ba na say ye fa obi na ye ma enipa no say onkasa sebe enye say we are disrespecting you or anything now so ebi anipa no ewo adwuma mu or pese oye ne quick submissions and ebe ye a obeko wo hwe ye nua te say queen say ya or the yen na de ye adwuma ai nana I think say as ye charge no
Yeah, any mommy nyina say me better.
as a charge on because some the end the ye adwuma which is not fair what as ye ntino as a start to say a charge on me no and anyways by the way it's just a joke you know
Right, into 3. Na yeah, no mama yebi. Yo, tata. Hey, my yan so see me. Hey, near tata ye benya scapa because omo de ye adwuma ne dɔɔso. Ai, enti ya na ye de modules, ye de mobile bebre mo na metia Miss Maya so say me too. Yo, let's jump right into our story. One of our younger sisters, she reached out to me with her story and she needs our help. She said, Nana, she's in her early 20s. Oh, Maya, I'll say, but today I'm off. She's in her early 20s. And our sister said, Nana, when I graduated from high school, I took time off, to figure out what exactly I want to do. I didn't want to go to college right away. So I took about 2 to 3 years off just to, figure out things out. I was able to work. Daniel, welcome, Daniel. I was able to work and I decided to go back to college. So she did. She got admission into one of these colleges, which I'm not going to say the name of the school, and she started pursuing her dream. So she met this guy, this cool guy, our African man, our Ghanaian man. She said, Nana, before I used to date Abrofo. Abrofo. She used to date Abrofo, and she dated like a couple of people, and she was ready to finally date a Ghanaian. She came here when she was about 2. So she met this Ghanaian guy who is 35. For the guy's age, I can say it. The girl is in her early 20s and the guy is 35. So they've been dating for 2 years now, and the girl is in her 3rd year in college. So she said, Nana, this guy, he is so caring. He's very responsible. And, the connection is good. And later on, maybe, who knows, we're going to get married. So they've been dating quite a while. And our sister said every Fridays, she will leave her school and she will go and visit her. According to her, she referred to him as her fiancé. She will go to his house every Friday, cook for him, and do 1 or 2 things. I don't know what that 1 or 2 things is, but you can figure it out. So next year, she is going to graduate as a social worker. And she said, Nana, to be a social worker, the program or the major that I'm doing, I can spend 1 more year. After I graduate with my bachelor's, I can spend like another year to get my master's degree. So I talked to my fiancé or my boyfriend. I talked to him to let him know this is my plan, because I took about 2 years from school. And now that I'm in school, I want to just do it. And once I'm done with school, I can do, whatever that follows along with that. So she had this conversation with the fiancé, and the guy said, well, for me, honestly, I'm the only child in my family, and I'm 35. And by next year, I also want us to get married because I want to start having kids. I want to have my family. So, what about why don't you graduate, get your bachelor's degree, and then we can get married and have 1 or 2 kids, and after that you can go back to school. And our sister said, Nana, I don't want to do that because I know it's a lot of work. Once you get married, you have to raise your kids, you have to take care of your home and whatnot. So I just want to, go to school, get done. It's only going to take me 2 more years. 2 more years is around the corner. If this guy truly loves me and he's willing to spend the rest of his life with me, how come he cannot wait? So our sister said she went to the fiancé's house to have this deep conversation with him, to explain every single thing to him. But our sister, she said, Nana, that day I went above and beyond. You know how if you want something from a man, you know how it goes. And I'm like, sis, how does it go? What do you do? But she said, Nana, I did my thing, but after everything, the guy still insisted that is his plan. I mean, by next year, if she's not ready for them to settle down, he is going to move on. And our sister was like, what do you mean by moving on? Like, what is your plan? Are you just going to break up this relationship? All because I'm asking for you to wait 1 more year for me to complete my education. So the guy was like, you know what? I cannot wait. I'm 35. I'm going to be 36 very soon. I'm getting old. I'm the only child and I want to have my family. So of late, our sister said, whenever it's like the relationship is on an edge, whenever he calls, it's like, oh, hi, things are no longer the same. And whenever she calls him that, I want to come and see you this weekend, it's like, I'm busy, I'm not going to be around, da 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 da. So, and to be honest, she said, Nana, I truly love this guy because this guy, he is different from all the other guys that I've dated. This guy is different. I mean, he has his own bachelor's degree. He has his own place. He's very responsible, but I cannot put my education on hold anymore. I just want to get done with school. And once I'm done with school, I mean, if he wants me to stay home and raise our kids, I can do that. And then later on, I can find a job. What if something happens? What if my husband, we get married and he loses his job? Then what would I do? I just want to go to school, get my certificate. I can put, if he truly wants me to be this housewife and have kids, later on, I mean, I can give myself about 5 years to have kids. Once I'm done, I can always grab my certification to go and look for a job. But honestly, I really love this guy. Part of me, I don't want to lose him, but the other part of me too, I'm not going to stop my schooling just because of what he's saying. Because it seems like right now he's giving me an ultimatum. It's either you graduate, you get your bachelor's degree, we get married. But if you want to do your master's for 1 more year, I cannot be with you. I'm going to look for somebody else to move on with. Our sister is here tonight to listen to us. What advice do we have for her? Should she stop her education because, marriage is more important? Like I said, she's in her early 20s, or if you were in a similar situation, what would you do? Sis, I hope I said it just like you wanted me to say it. If I forgot something and you want me to add, you can always send me a text message and I'll be more than happy to add it. Baby, I was in early 20s. Also, we high school. We high school, probably 18. Where the 18 or the 18 or take time off from school for about 2 years. And or juma or ye juma we no see the we are no mammy papa is pushing on and or say waka say okay you afi wa ye adwuma kakra say sia de opese okoye adwuma o ye adwuma and wako school o call school ni mana o share local news ampa maame ya me da say and or say before that no a date a man for monye Ghana for but share Ghana ni bra bi or see share Ghana ni bra no nyame no kure ni bra yi bra no BBS so kama they we are bra yi ene ne bekasa de we are bra yi ebesi aye no obe krokro no or say mani hu say say odobi desa oni bra no ahyehye ho o matwe empena kakra since I also share college aseno one na atwe empena kakra na empena ne kwai te sa wari o say Friday bia no o te campus enti Friday bia okọ ye brother yi ho no sinana meko no chese o ma bibia ehia me he takes care of me so but say ade akwa akosie ne se o si program na wo no o ye for social worker o mu wo program obi a ubetimi aye no anya wo masters ubetimi aye no for 5 years enti wo wie wo bachelors na wasa ye additional 1 year aka ho enye sa wa anya that additional 1 year na nka ho a just say oba back ebe apply no ne be take 2 years enti wo combine program ne nya na chese say you want a 3rd year na no ebe 3 more years a brank obetimi aye no within 2 years oni be me yo ne wo ho edi ho komo se enam so no take time off unti no opese owie school anachese inquire ready no metimi a settle down but o say yenu abe me o say there be yedi ne bakro enti no ono say sia we di 35 ono aye na dwuma oyo okay on the percent ka by next year yes sister you wie school enka wo mon settle down na omontina emum na omo raise omo family ni ade na no obetini afedan education yes sister in so sinana no that's a no because I know how some of our African men are. As soon as you start having kids it's going to be so difficult entino ono de ne dia ne se opese okoni school wie mi school ba kwa okan ya na me de kwase na once I'm done with my school I can like find a job and I can even help with our wedding. I can help to pay to pay part of it. Yenya bay was nana me share dan ne be me schedule appointment. E ko ni fie me ko ye no adano chese me ye no mason kom wie me ne tena hodi nkomo e ka e kire ne chechie mu no ma. Aso o kan ye yenu be me eye di obeye wie ya fe ni tirimu ye ne de wie ye oda sorry ye bra yi se de bi di ogina na ogina se oba ne so truly so oba ne so epene pa na wo gini di se wonu na one ni betu anamon na once so obe wie ne bachelors no oma wo mo worry and then they can think about school no later na wo mo sha se have wo mo family yenu ye sister me ka chen say asem panden kananka me because me ano I told her my peace of mind. I told her what I had to tell her because I'm not putting my education down for nobody. But ode aba bedomi. Ono de osinana menene kasa bagdo no mi ano minim adwuno no so afa but ode aba ya ha say ye o metie futuo kakra ese senke ye ya enke ye be ye de be. And then Mesha here from Esther. And I'm saying yes, sisterhood assimilating. My Mesha here from Esther. Esther, me catch and say, me person the best spend the time upon was a deal with him. But ye baba biti na chese ye were finalizing the decision. Esther, baby, I will know to me kasa me pacho bra. Yes, sister, no on your dear me. Ebusian for motimenka. Tata taking motimenka. Okay.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Nana yete unkana. Ede mo fanche mo. Asemi.
Sa wo kom pai bo ba ya se wo ho mfa wa se wa me so ma bo na asa Esther wo bubobi.
One de ye wada na sesan wa ahayi nyu.
Di man pai no ya na anu adin o. To da bi o ho a se dry fasting nyina wo de ka ho.
Se mo ho adwuma dooso. Nti esa ye bompa ye ne che.
Ye tie wa.
You see, Your weather no so asesa ebusuafo me chia obi bia. Kuro bi so hima nana Tiao, Yamuakwaba, Kekufi, welcome. Nananya Kwambronoma. Me was an Nananya Kumbaina. A teeny see. Nana,
into a sea.
Ebia, o network and baby, I won't know home. Kafra, Ned and an uncle date,
Hey, Maya, or see she can do online. Okay, will be proud the suggestion and Fraba. Can you please check on mommy for me? Now her blood.
Nana.
Okay.
As some no me,
Teresa, good morning. No education first. Life comes first. Okay.
Yeah.
Maya, I'm sorry, question. Ebra, why? Esther Kafra.
Okay. If you are so home, we nipa na wo ho a ewo se utimi prioritize your life. Now what comes first and what comes next. So when timi anye san hyehyeye na wan hwe ya obi na ebe control abrabo na ma because at any point in life you don't know what to do. Enti se ye nuaba no wa prioritizing the life no will feel say to her education is first that she should go for it. Because our real any relationship any sanya no maame ene na obehia obi na obefi se nipa we die che se mintini hu gyayo nipa we die wanhwe ya ochine bi obekwa kwehye nipa foforo na nti we na mesi aso mesi na medoni wo se nipa na wakwa kwehia no mpokran de woya wo no any treatment bi any wodo foforo bi a wanya ama no a chain first one na wo fi say esu bi madan enti no abrabo ne de we always don't know what is ahead of us but ye hyehyɛ ye ho ye plan your life ne atoto ne ma said ye be ya ye kwa ye nim no at least we don't know what the future holds for us but we know what we anticipate and I said the expecting enti yen sister no on prioritizing no so fi say aware any awo ne priority na it comes first then go for it because didn't prepare ne can say the you be fee no ese will be fee obi decide say obi go school ni wie na aware ho abaye de ama no obi nso decide say obeware oware wie no ni school no antimi anto aso obi nso decide say obeware oware ye no ntimi to an ni school so it dependi na one ne tie no enti no me mumu de meka se wono ankasa atena se ne ho no wa prioritizing the life no hu how she wants her life to go any niema wo pese wa achieve dia she should go by it more maybe bia ensesa na adwene if you say wonnim okọ wanimu a wonnim ne eda wanim twen wo me edu se me ware no na I wasn't ready for marriage na ma adwin nyina yesem pese me go school I want to get my BSc first na me like eno na ewo mitirim but me kunu ma metiase so eno de enye dene ye ware wi a wo betimi akọ ye ware wi ya na menyem ye anye hwe me wo wi ye no ena me started say me tu one amom my first year me apply for school na me special na me pesa me science specialty ye farming course na me pesa me no mo farming but now I need to get what do we call it study leave back in Ghana enti se me nya study leave ne organization sponsorship omo ma me nye program no enti me nya ni me any program and I was like no I'm not going to put my life on hold for another one enti me apply private university and I'm kokoye general nursing BSc because now my plan is at that particular year and I was me start school at all cost enti no me yen kakra na me to forms ye bibia wie na me hu se menyam man back up and me de eyen kakra na me go school nti me graduate na me baby bombo and ye ko graduate ye ko graduate ye so enti se nipa na wo ni to anamo no onne wo sorry Se one weyi enhyia nti na emre bi ye ka say what we look out say could date and say start a relationship and komo be in yedie no. These are some of the things we talk about. Nti utimu say adwene no ayese power lines no bi ade nam the baby it never meet. Nti de wo de si wani so na wo pese wo achieve no enye wo no nso eyi enka ne de ho. Nti mu say nipa we no mokotena ase a mokotena emboa mo. Me de me nka nche ni say bia wo nja guy no debi. That's not what I'm saying. Ebia na kuma akodim na genuinely wodo guy ne pa she can let go. But at the same time no enipa nso a woni na adwene ntimi nko benkrom, especially when it comes to you. Ontimi nte wase support wo decisions bi ni ade no say nipa no no tena obre. And if she's ready to deal with that, there, and but said the whole can also on one cast of fan agony or baba be tearful too. Mimi mumu dear, meet me, I'll go on with such a person, and I say with the marriage now, mini penny minaya, Jenny say, even after the marriage in the Mikomi Memfa wo mansa and I'll do everything say even I have to do family planning ni bibia namma cut because wedding they say a 1 day 10 after that me come school me wia na ya ba beto haso but nipa ono won agree say ko school no ewie no de na meaning say uni ne wari wia the next thing is say I was sort na menchen I was yes ye shall say a plan for family immediately yes na betwe nso abrabo na kwachiri said you see Paul no unya ho and one thing is the wo benya ma ho ana said you be see ade wo ho asi value ho no sa na enipa enso ebe value enti yen sister me de meka kire o say fa hu si yi ne fa hu gine yi se be ma we wanti wase na wan value a you get another person or be value and then instance said the one na kana anya adwuma no yes busumani me yakone prensa and then insan can be and then insan can be say still there was ya na was ya there na wo fi say going forward na ne beboa wa ko because abrabo no ho nipa ne bibam oba obesan ja ho akọ ebiba be stay there ebi mo ho oba obekọ there is an ex-husband, there is an ex-wife, but the uwako usuku no enyane there is always part of you and you would dear and yours forever inti no me dear meka say yen sister de wo fi say beboa no ne say the we see a plan wo life no baby a person wa brabo no ekoma no emo obi and distract you go for it go for good na se obeti wase se really so wodowa 1 year dear and say ade bebre ai but se wontimi so dia she is not really meant for you me de manu be si no bi attend.
Okay, Esther, me that's the power. Oh, was sending me message. Or send and you can tell them about my age. Okay, I yes, and we did 23. We did 23 and a guy in 35. Send me Esther ababa be chemu edi example lo abano. Yo, tata takin Esther de wuka ye me the power say wo de birth control ade ebe musenka. Wo ko school ewia nka wo betimi aware no. O say the be man say there be ono opese o sha ase e have a family. But ni nyina mu say guy no nani sheda nje say na wo koye master's degree aye de bachelor's na aye. Tata me ka cho yetie.
Ayo, minuaba, for all things, there is a point we were Ghana. I say for all things, look for yourself first. You have to take yourself first before any other thing. I can understand from where the guy is coming from. Because if you are the only child and age is not on your side, people will begin to ask questions. Nkrofo bebisa, how is your family? How is your family? Nana, it's worrisome. And I've
Tata Tampacho, where did 35 on them so worrisome? He's not
Yes.
even that old yet.
Um, I'm speaking from experience because I found myself in that whereby I got so tired explaining to people to the point say, Obia Bisami, how's the family? They are all good. Like I don't have to be explaining. It's a typical Ghanaian African thing. Women, you think say you are the only one that get the pressure. Yeah, men man also we go through that pressure. Whereby ya 4%, you worry, almost percent you have kids and all that. But this is what I think my sister you can do. And yes, say wo worry and there ochina na akora abem and no dear na lalai that will not work. And you know, if you have 1 year of education left, and a wedding grano, it to me take I don't know, best say 3 months, 4 months to plan a wedding. And yes, say most already and then you're depending on where you are going to have the wedding, be it in the States, be it in Ghana, be it in Germany, be it in Afghanistan. You don't just get up and plan a wedding. If you are in the States and you plan to have your wedding in Ghana, logistically, if you are wuni wabusu for ne ko untumi sorry, and catch on my many papas on messing no monko, unless you are the one paying for their tickets and all that. And some parents, you know, they also want to contribute to help, so that you and your wife or you and your husband will not burn out. And you know, some parents do need enough time for them so that they can also contribute. And you know, I think say when the guy is saying say he wants to start right away, give and take. We started planning a wedding grandma, looking like the next 6 months before anything of that sort will go through. And whilst in the process of planning your wedding, you can continue to enroll in your school. It's just 1 year. And I also understand they say Ghana in the diaspora and to me school whilst you are pregnant. No one is restricting you. And Dr. Dr. Tina ever share an experience how I said even while she was pregnant, she has to go to school, she take a nap in her car, and then from there she's going to work. And I asked her this question, how did she manage it? Like, you know, and she's been able to go through it and she was successful. And I think at your age, at the age of 23, you are not too old. If others have done it, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. And, you know, this shouldn't be an excuse. So you can come to an agreement with the guy and say, okay, we're going to go get married, but I'm still going to continue with my school. When the baby comes, the baby comes. Or when because you're not going to stop school and be waiting for the baby. It's not like, baby. So yes, you can get married. And then in the process, you know, you're still a student. If pregnancy comes, bingo. If it doesn't come, bingo. Whichever way. I mean, you are not God. You know, we are not God. So I don't see this to be a problem. You can agree to go on. That's if you are being sincere with the guy. With that, yeah. And I'm happy said the guy has been able to come up with the ultimatum say one year we are say some of us will just cut you off. Some of us you won't hear from us again. Like we're just going to go silence on you. And you know, I think the guy genuinely loves you, the guy genuinely likes you, that he wants to have a future or start a family with you. So I will think that my sister, you should reconsider your decision. I don't know what you intend doing, but I think the two of you should sit down. However, one thing I will not encourage is say, will say you cannot go to school after you are married. And no, dear, I will say run for your life. Because with kids come responsibilities. And you know, want to me enjoy school, enjoy kids, and then you jog a job. I can say, and then like I always say, when I met you, know, I was living in my mom's basement. I have enough disposable income. I can do whatever I want to do. I can take you to wherever I want to take you. But say a warrior, I am no longer living in my mom's basement. Every penny count. I have to account for everything. Obi to me say, Obi ejuma to me say, anything can happen. And you know, say Bema bet you was your tina, na yesi, yeah, I had been a because the man can bend down, or a human being with kind of saying just enough. And dwene ho men ka say ebia ono na ye bema okono oba ntino won so wuti fie asebe wontumi yehwe dabi. And you go to school, do your normal thing, do your tatata after school, or however you guys want to do it. Take a job, or you work. It's just 1 year, 2 years, who knows? Children may not even come till, I don't know, maybe in the next, God forbid. But yeah, sometimes there's a delay, and try and work something out with him. Unless ABA, he's saying you are not going to the school at all. Once you are married, that's it, no more school for you. That one I would say then you should run for your life. But say, or you're open, say, okay, you can go to school even after you've given birth and all those things, Yeah, I don't see anything much wrong with it. You should be able to go. Nana, you also made a point which I like to clarify. We have the conception, say, a ban of wedding mua, and I say a ban of warimua, it is the duty and responsibility of the man. It is about time we change that narrative. What can I say, or say she would like to work so she will be able to contribute, she'll be able to help.
Yeah.
No. You see, when you say you are helping someone, this is my responsibility, this is something I am supposed to do. But because of my inability for 1 or 2 reasons, sending to me, and yes, and you are coming in. No, it is not the duty or responsibility of a man to pay for a wedding bill. Besides, when it comes to your traditional, the only thing a man is supposed to do, and I stand to be corrected, and it say, member will fee a beji list, no. Me beji list, no, if you mama no papa na will bush for what. Whatever wedding you guys are going to plan on, it's on you, the lady, and your family. Me DNA say me na me yokuwa me ba will fee. It no eba no eduane mu, eba no whatever the case may be. It is the responsibility and the duty of the woman to make sure say the guests that are coming to your house are fed or are taken care of. And untino se bema go out of the way. Can say, oh, I'm taking care of this, I'm going to do this. We shouldn't assume say it is the duty and the responsibility of the man. So whatever you serve me is what I'm going to take. But say me banona se me feel say oh ebia wa honden en sono, I am at liberty to reach out and help. But say maybe beji list now on top of it, you still demand or you still expect, say, it is the duty of the man to pay for the wedding. In exception of Ebia Watari, even Watari Shimukurano, it is not the duty of your husband to pay for your tari. Because mena meba ufie, you have to dress up, you have to feed the people, you have to welcome them, you have to entertain them. Minina is supposed to be, but because of the logistics involved, the expenditure involved in terms of a so the men decide, you know what, we can come in and help. So just I want to correct this notion, say it is the duty of the man to pay for the wedding or do this and that. No, ukunya bema bia or say obe taking all the responsibility. Congratulations, that's a good thing for you. But say ube expect say bema ne say no bema ne dia ne say my buy will fear my buy better list oh my many papa ho we bush you for how much list na mame. Now how fair is that? Say member last will be say yes you want $12,000. Member beji can is list oh mame ho my be $12,000. They say minto ahenie minto mpaboa minto say me wie no eno nyina no e me nko ame kawo na ma bo be say 20,000 afri ho. Me san sorry wo won so a yes yes an rent hall yes an nye catering yes an yes me san bra na me be dey. No, it's about time we get that notion there. When it comes to that kind of things, technically it shouldn't be the burden of the man. Ben man no eba ufie, so you have to put your house in order. Say ben man no hwe say ebia ufie no you need a painter. Obeka say oh I don't like my paint ufie no I know they are fine. I need to renovate my house. I need to do this. I need to do that. No, and yet, man, responsibility. And Munshan so with the manual abavi and Sana Chemiawe.
You, Martin, that's it. Mama may and clarify where not yen to us or say bema na mene hu say wono no na master's degree ye hu hia enti say owie school a next year no na nko o ma ware na o mu main focus ne concentration no aye about having a family enti which means say so one ne ware a enye say bia oh ye ware ne 1 year no efa koye o masters no because who knows like tata wo kan ye no say awo betimi aba awo ntimi ma na yes sister oye say nana this guy is trying to get me a honey assist nkamenya no achechim say or say guy no try say nke bianca woni ne benyem because o say nana me conversate no catch ne say na that time no na me pese me de honey beba ba message or de buy no na ama me de buy ensem bi say ya am pese mi film o say nana me catch a guy ne say enye me safe period but this guy he went more munim de ne or yeah I don't mean you to be ana and oh yes and I had to use plan B hono me busa me nim munti no which means say nua be me die nka obenya pa ko aye ready say me think yes sister yi ewia anka one no ebetna wo be ye ne ho ade o mbe ware na chesenka awo kra ye de be nyame de adom mo ama na bem enti ebusuafo de eda epono ne so no medidi utwi de agiso obi na Lady D key no being kind my wife. Yo, yema Dick Lady D said yen.
I say Adrian Bonnie were very manutri.
Why?
Oh, Lady D, how? Okay, I may can't say your cast my name fine and you win at Oshiegu ye nana.